Holly, and I'm from St. Albert, which is pretty much the same thing as Edmonton. I came here because I'm a part of the Provincial Youth Against Bullying Committee, and I find all of this global work very inspiring, and I feel like I'd like to make a change in the global community. So I come here to help everyone else out and see how we can get involved.
It's Laurie DeGrace. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. And what inspires me to make change in the world? I think it's the disparity between the haves and the have-nots. It's very nice to live comfortably, but it's very unfortunate to see people that are barely scraping out a living and people that aren't scraping out a living. There's so much waste, and particularly where we live, people that think they're hard done by really aren't. They have so much abundance and fail to appreciate it. And it's to the point where I almost have a problem with fashion because it creates disposal of things that are still very valuable, and I think the focus on environmental issues, green, recycling, reusing is a wonderful concept and something that we could share with a lot more people, and the younger generation in particular, so that they can affect change as they grow into adulthood. Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ananda Majumder. I am from Edmonton, from Canada, and I am from the student of the Grand McEwan as an international student from India, Calcutta. So the thing is that there are a lot of issues in this world. First of all, the nuclear issues. So we should stop this nuclear, especially for the nuclear disarmament. So step by step, we have to stop all these things, first of all. And the world climate, the changing of the environment. You know that lots of the nuclear, especially the nuclear countries, they want to show their muscles power. To showing them they are very much strong. But due to this result that the people are having lots of poverty, the carbon dioxide revolutions, and that's why that the world is changing behind. And in future that we will see the world has been destroyed by the wave of the ocean for these things. So for the nuclear disarmament is very important for this world. The climate changing, that means we have to reduce the gases, which is very much dangerous for our world, the universe, and the people. And also that we can use the wind turbolator instead of the coal plants. We can use the solar energy to reduce these type of these gases and some things. And yes, this conference, like the World Youth Assembly, is very much important to unify the students, the unifications of the students of the all over the world and the youth of the all over the world, to discuss about these things like disarmament, like the world change climate, and as well as the religious issues, which is very much important for this all over the world. So if we do lots of things and all these things, then definitely the world would be together, which is called the globalizations, especially. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Young, and I'm from Montreal, Quebec. I think that youth is the future, right? So being part of the youth, I think it's important for us to get involved. And so, to me, change comes from youth.
My name is Justin Bennett, and I'm actually from here in Edmonton. I'm with the Youth Connections office.
Sweet. And what inspires you to make change in the world?
What inspires me to make change in the world is inequality. Trying to make sure that everyone has equal opportunities, and that sort of motivation really pushes that goal forward.
Cool. And what kind of things do you do to help make change?
Well, myself, I work with a lot of youth, at-risk youth, who are looking for employment, education, going back to school, maybe not even realizing they have the opportunity to go back to high school, help them pursue their career goals. And I also help forward opportunities in the arts as well in my personal life.
Yeah. So what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Vikram Seth, and I'm from Edmonton, Alberta.
And what inspires you to make change in the world?
What inspires me to make change in the world is people. People inspire me to change in the world. Every time you do something for somebody else, they seem to want to help another person also. When I was in Africa about a month ago, we helped to build a school, and when we left, the community moved on to help build another school on the other side of the island. I do an inter-city school program where I do a mentorship program with elementary school kids between the grades of like 2 and 4, and after doing different field trips with them and baking cookies with them, they turned to me and said, we want to help fundraise money for your school in Africa, and they want to help more people. And that what inspires me. Every time you help somebody, they want to help somebody more, and it keeps them paying it forward.
My name is Amy, and I'm from Fort Saskatchewan.
And what inspires you to make change in the world?
Well, I guess the company that I work for, I work a lot with youth, and so I would like to help them make positive changes so that they can learn the tools and have the resources to make the changes themselves.
Nice. What company do you work for?
I work for PSDN, Personal Support Development Network, and I also do the Youth Connections program.
Nice. And so what kind of tools are you providing youth or supporting youth in getting?
I'm providing them, I guess, with the information to do, I guess, the best career choices and career planning, whether it be looking for a job or going into post-secondary, because I believe once they get that education and decide what they're going to do, and then it all is kind of reciprocal. So then if, they have doing a job that they love or make the right career choices, then they'll be happy in different life situations, and it will just keep going from there.
My name is William Moore from Nistrasi Cree Nation, Nelson, Manitoba.
And what inspires you to make change in the world?
What inspires me to make change in the world as a First Nation youth, it's time that we start participating, engaging in adapting to mainstream society, because in the past we were left out before. We're very unique people, and there's one of the way we want to share our stories, and that way they'll understand us, who we are, where we came from, where we want to go.
Mark McCormick, I'm from Bonnyville, Alberta.
And what inspires you to make change in the world?
What inspires me is this vision that I developed over the years, over the last decade, I suppose, of a world where people have the freedom to increase their awareness levels, to live a fulfilling life, whatever they define that to be, according to the Human Rights Charter and the Millennium Development Goals. I suppose that's the big one. The vision gives me the energy to keep going with these changes, because there's constant obstacles. Everywhere you go, even the small things, you have to find the energy to constantly get over them. And if you have this mental vision always prodding you of what's possible, it suddenly becomes easier to work towards, because you feel like there's hope. There's always an avenue to go in that direction.
And what kind of things do you do to help make change?
I started a Make Poverty History Club at the University of Alberta. And then we work with the national office, and we're doing these Stand Against Poverty events on the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty on October 16th, 17th, and 18th. And we're using that to make a statement towards our politicians and decision makers that we want to generate the political will to end poverty, because we believe that right now, where technology stands, we have the resources to actually end extreme poverty. The problem is just the willpower to do so.
My name is Verenia, and we're from Whitefish Lake First Nation.
And what's your name?
Corey Legrand.
What brought you to this Global Youth Assembly?